Alright, so anyways. Hey guys, welcome to the tutorial video about the Grim Reaper video with physical build. Um, if you guys haven't checked out the other video pertaining, you should watch the Grim Reaper with poison build first, and that goes more in depth. With the physical build, I'm just going to tell you what skills I run and what items that I have, and just get right into the action. The biggest thing about this build is using the Rana Flailer because that provides us a lot of CC, but let's just start from the top. We got the Grim Reaper mask. It has a chance to summon horrific mimics when attacking. We have Ogdal's Authority along with the Bracers, which gives us more physical damage and also critical percent chance. And then also the nice thing is we got the set bonuses because we got the Roll Ringer Grandeur, which does more damage to elites. We got the Golden Gorgon Leorg for Trifecta because I don't have a physical crit percent chance, crit damage, and int necklace yet. And I'm also using Tasker and Theo, which in this case does help the fetishes because generating fetishes in this version of the build is going to be very important. We have the Blackthorns 3-piece because why not? It's just pretty overall, and I found these nice Blackthorn boots, and it provides a lot of tank ability and keeps us alive. In this scenario, we're going to use the Hellcast Waistguard with life percent. It doesn't have any attack speed on it because I wanted to be more tanky. I know that some people go crazy about that, but the main thing is we want to have more damage versus the elites. Okay, now we also have a Stone of Jordan, physical damage and crit chance, all that good stuff. We have the Roll Ringer Grandeur, like I said, to pop off these set bonuses. And then, of course, we have the Rhino Flailer, which is really good with Addling Toads, will provide us a lot of CC and OK damage, and then produce the fetishes. And then we also have a Thing of the Deep, so we don't have to get too close to enemies to get the benefits of Grave Injustice. About almost 60% crit chance, 358% critical damage. For the skills, we have Ailing Toads for CC. We have Piranhas with Boogadile. This will provide us a lot of CC, and I know some people haven't really messed around with it. You probably should, because Boogadile hits really hard. And it takes an elite out of battle. And people say, oh, I hate how the crocodile takes the elite out of the battle, or it takes the mob away. That's not a bad thing, because when they do that, let me tell you, dealing with one elite at a time or just constantly CCing the elite makes your life a lot easier, and the mimics will camp mimic the Piranha's Boogadile, and you can have multiple alligators taking enemies out of the fight on T6. We have Rain of Corpses because they're going to auto-cast that. They're also going to cast Zombie Charger Pylon, which is very good, and between these two, both of these are physical, and that's pretty much all we need is for them to mimic the Adeling Toads, the Piranhas. They're going to mimic the Grasp of the Dead, the Zombie Charger, and Big Bad Voodoo they will not mimic. Now, with Big Bad Voodoo, that's our elite killer, so when we generate a lot of fetishes, we drop that down and we can kill the elites and what have you not. We're running Pierce the Veil, Grave Injustice, Fetish Sociopaths. Now, you got to be careful. Now, if you really are worried about dying, then what you can do is you can actually swap out the Tribal Rights, or you can swap out the Grave Injustice for Spirit Vessel. I want to try to man-moan this the best I can as I get through all these like little bounties, but you know, that's pretty much how it goes. Now, like I tell people, it's not going to be as big damage as Jerome or some of the other builds. This is just to show that, you know, this build can work at T6 if you just work with it, and it actually does fairly well, especially once we get a lot of fetishes out. So as you can see, the Adeling Toads are being mimicked, the Boogadile is being mimicked, and it's pretty much straightforward. Like, you don't have to worry too much about it, because the Toads just add for so much. Well, they have DPS, they generate fetishes, and they also confuse, so it brings us a lot of toughness, and or not toughness, survivability. So we got an elite here. I want to go ahead and drop the Big Bad Voodoo. Let's see if I can get on it. And I'm just going to spam the Adeling Toads, and the elite is doing his thing. Let me go ahead and make sure I'm positioned well. And the Toads will actively seek out everything, and then since the mimics are here too, the mimics are just pretty much gonna, you know, mimic what I do between the Adeling Toads, or you know, casting Boogadile, casting Grasp of the Dead, casting Zombie Charger Pylon. And like I said, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it is pretty consistent, and it does kill the monsters pretty straightforward. It'll go a lot quicker and other things because one problem is too, this elite is shielding. So, but the nice thing is I can just sit back, cast my Adeling Toads. The fetishes are constantly being generated, and let them do all the work. And okay, cool, we killed the elite. That's exactly what we wanted. So maybe somebody out there who doesn't have drum, maybe they have a Grim Reaper mask, or somebody who has a Rhino Flailer and stuff like that, they might want to try this build. Hey, look, this is something different. If you wanted to run T6, and then also if you run inside of a group, you know, you can provide some nice CC between Boogadile and everything like that. And I know people say, oh, well, why would you want to run Boogadile? It makes the monster go away. I'm like, I'm telling you, when you have 3 or 4 elites come at you in a big, like, you know, party or something like that, and then your mimics cast like 3 Boogadiles and takes half them off the field of play while you can focus down everything else, it's pretty nice. Some cases it can be annoying, but hey, you know, it's not the end of the world. Alright. And as you can see, I like it because it's laid back. And remember, you're not casting anything but Big Bad Voodoo and maybe the occasional Boogadal yourself, but for the most part, you're letting the mimics do all the work and the fetishes do all the work. So here we got another elite. I want to go ahead and cast Boogadal. Hopefully it took one elite out the battle. Now I'll drop Big Bad Voodoo. And then I'll just keep channeling the Adeling Toads. Because now, I mean, I know people don't like it, but the Boogadal hits really hard when they come up. And you see how they really couldn't activate any of their abilities is because they were constantly being swallowed up by the alligator Boogadal. Now, I actually got to hurry myself over here because we're getting to Gom. And I don't want these fetishes to fall on me or die with me or whatever, how you want to say it. So now we're going to go ahead and have the fetishes start doing their deeps before they actually fade away. But with the Adeling Toads, it's pretty easy to actually keep up your damage and what have you not. So cast Boogadal, and then cool thing you could do is you could still use the skills. Like here, I go ahead and I'll spam a bunch of pylons, and that does some extra damage right there, and he's going down pretty quick. And then when I have no mana, I just go right back to doing Adeling Toads. So that's pretty cool. You could still use the skills on your bar if you like, but you don't have to. So he dropped his gear. I'm only picking this up because I'm using this crafting materials to make my DH, just like I did for my Crusader. And if you guys are wondering about how they're coming along pretty well. Crusader, she got 3 pieces of her Verset. She needs 2 more. And my DH, she's level 60 still, but I'm starting to craft her some level 70 gear that has reduced level requirement. And some people are like, well, what are you doing that for? I do carry runs for people, and that's pretty much I do my little side hustle so I can stream full time. And basically what carry runs is I run through people through dungeons that they normally couldn't complete by themselves, and I give them all my legendaries. And one thing I notice is even though my Witch Doctor can run all these different people through all their different areas and stuff, it's more effective if I actually have one of each primary stat class to do carry runs for. So Candy Hammers, as soon as she gets her last couple of pieces, she'll be able to start doing her carry runs for all the people who are strength users who watch my stream who want to get carry runs. And then I also have one for I'm trying to build one for the Dex users so that when I get those items, at least they'll roll Dex or the proper stats instead of just rolling Int. But then again, some people don't care because they just want to, maybe they have a Witch Doctor on the side they're building. And we do carry runs, they get their blood shards and spend it on that. And plus, if I get any Witch Doctor items, I just give it to them so they can power up their Witch Doctor faster. So anyways, enough shameless promotion. But like I said, the build is pretty straightforward. Rhino Flailer helps out a lot. You can do it without it, but I highly recommend to get a Rhino Flailer because they generate so many fetishes. And the ability of it is really good because they go through everything. And like I said, the only item that really helped out a lot was maybe the saw. Well, of course, I mean, this is T6 and you should have good gear, but I mean, I'm not even using the Mask of Jerome. I just have the Tasker and Theos. I have a nice elite damage, okay amount of physical, and everything's working out pretty nicely. Alright, cool. Now, I would be going through environment a little bit quicker if I was running my Tall Man's build, because I tweaked that build out and got that pretty crazy. And if you're like, what's Tall Man's? Go check out the Tall Man videos. I'm running a Tall Man fire build when I'm just trying to farm and get loot right now, and it's pretty amazing. And I actually ended up getting about like 43% increased zombie dog damage, so now the dog's hitting for like 110 mil on the regular, and then in Big Bad Voodoo he goes crazy. But I actually think this build's a lot more fun even than that because, I mean, it's just different. I always like chillax builds. To me, this is like really laid back, relaxed. Because all you got to do is just spam toads. And the more attack speed you have, the better off this build will be. But, I mean, I don't have to worry about casting anything. I don't have to worry about managing this or that. I can just sit back, go into rooms, start spamming CC. Boogadal's going off. The mimics start mimicking everything I'm doing. We got fetishes generating, you know. And, you know, it works pretty well. Alright. We got a couple more enemies to go through. For the sake of keeping the video short, I wonder if I should do all the bounties. Well, I guess I could do all the bounties, but I mean, you guys pretty much see that the build is working out. We just killed Gom. I mean, you could see that the damage is not as good as the other ones, but it's still damn pretty good. And Plus, you see the the potential of what you can actually do in a group setting. Ooh, an elite. Uh-oh, I got myself trapped. I got to man mode this. I got a man mode. Oh, I don't think I can survive this. Do I got Spirit Walk? Yeah, I got my Spirit Walk and I got my Coolie Aid. Yeah. I just picked up a Coolie Aid, which lets me go through walls, which actually helps out a lot. But you see, they're doing good damage to the elites. The elites take a lot of damage, and it's not, like I said, it's pretty decent. It kills the elites fairly quick, as long as you get them on the big bad voodoo. And then if you're standing on top of it too, then your pets will double dip and do even more damage, which is great. And that lead's getting a little bit crazy, so I'm just going to sit out here and just cast the Adeline Toads and play it safe. Let me see if I can Spirit Walk in there. What's going on? Cool. So as you can see, some people don't like the Book of Doll, but I like the ability because when it comes out, it crits really hard. It crits for up to like 30 million. I've seen some people said they got more out of it, and it takes the elite out of play. Plus, it kind of crowd controls them, so it's pretty nice. It's like I said, some people don't like it, but I think it's actually has a purpose, and it brings a lot of good CC to a group party or setting like that, especially if you're doing T6 rips or something along those lines. Okie dokie. Let's see here. I gotta come back and go into the area. Go back to the beginning. Because apparently Thornback isn't up that direction. Alright, nothing in the chest. Okay, nothing down here. Where is he at? Oh, wow, he's up there, huh? I guess I could have went down. Oh, well, gotta head to that area anyway, I guess, right? So if you guys are wondering what the next set of videos I'm going to be doing is, I'm going to be doing the patch 2.05, I think, post, like, Drom's build, Carnival build, Helltooth build, and also, oh my goodness, what's the last one, or what's the next one? Jade. A lot of people have been worried about certain things, but those builds are still very good, and they're still very viable at T6, and they get the job done. So the next set of videos, I will be showcasing all the 4 different videos and what have you not. The reason why I updated this so early, even though I just did the zombie dog build a couple days ago, I had some very nice donations and contributors who were very nice, and I very much thank them for that and all the support, and a lot of new subscribers and stuff. So I decided, well, if they're supporting me, then I need to put more work and get out another video right away, as opposed to just waiting for every week like I usually have it set that way. So big shout outs to those people, and you guys keep me motivated to keep making these videos and showcasing all the different witch doctor stuff. I play about 10 to 12 hours a day usually. 2 days out the week, on my days off, I only play about 8. And then on a regular basis, I play about 12 hours a day. Now, that's nothing to be proud of. You know, I'm not bragging. It's nothing to be proud of. Like I said, I take sacrifices for doing that. You know, as a relationship is not possible. I mean, chicks don't want a dude who plays like 70-some hours of Diablo 3 a week. The reason why I'm doing it is because I actually do love playing the game, and I enjoy making builds and stuff like that. And this is my full-time occupation now. And it's going very well, so I'm just trying to give back to the community, since they're allowing me to play this awesome game and stay at home and play this game while everybody works. Technically, they're working for me. And, you know, it's just appreciation for the community, because, you know, I mean, if it wasn't for them, I couldn't do this. I couldn't, you know, make these videos and put out so much content and make all these guides and update them on a regular basis very fast and stuff. So, you know, just appreciation, man. I thank everybody who's been supporting me. We're going to keep out the videos churning out until we have no more builds or anything left. And, you know, and then after that, we'll still figure out different builds. Then we'll start looking at maybe making the builds super efficient, or, you know, talking about other witch doctor subjects. Sorry this is taking a little bit longer than necessary. As you can see, I'm dealing with like 2 monsters right now. One pair of elites. Ooh, no. Get him, crocodile. Get him. Oh, I got a couple seconds left. Whew. There we go. I never like fighting multiple monsters like this. If this was your armor, the fire bat build, it would be a lot easier. But in all honesty, I probably should have stayed outside here and just had the toads just do their job and have the mimics just do their job and just stand back here from a safe distance. But You know, I'm trying to get in the action here. I wonder if it's dead yet. I'm hoping it's dead. Okay. Okay. Okay, Boogadal just swallowed it up. Is that it anymore? I think there's just one. Okay, he's dead, and now this guy's gonna die. Great. Wasn't pretty, but we got it done. I got a little too adventurous, maybe because I was rambling off. But for the most part, if you just stand back in a wall and just cast your toads and let your toads do the work and the mimics do the work, you really don't have to worry too much about that happening. So with these, I actually hit my requirements, and I love the Adeline toads because they confuse, and it's so much DPS and so nice. I'm actually going to end up thinking about using this build. I wanted to use it with Star Metal Cookery, right? But the problem is you have to give up the Rhino Flaler, which means you give up the Adeline toads. And I actually have to kind of test to see which one's better. I imagine Star Metal Cookery would be very nice with this many fetishes because you can constantly spam Big Bad Voodoo. And even though the Adeline toads would not go through the enemy, it would still be very nice because the mimics would actually mimic what you're doing, and then you would have a faster attack speed. So if you guys out there try it with Star Metal Cookery, let me know. Give me some feedback. Leave it down in the comment section. Let me know how your experience is. Like, maybe somebody out there has both. Try both for me. Let me know. Be like, oh my goodness, Debo, it's better to have just this, or Debo, hey, it's both to go and run both, and what have you not. So anyways, I appreciate you guys always watching these videos, and thank you guys so much for the a lot of support locally and keeping me going. And as long as you guys keep me going, I'll keep putting out a lot of content, and we'll keep putting these videos out. We'll keep putting these tutorial videos out. We'll keep updating everything. Make sure you guys check me out on Twitch TV, twitch.tv/SPSDebo. And then I have a guide description there, and eventually I'm going to redo my description area to have links to all my stuff. But just check me out. I stream on a regular basis, 7 days a week. We got a guide up on Reddit and Diablo fans in the actual forums. They're all the same guide. I just update them all. And, you know, check out the YouTube for new videos. And as always, man, I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you guys have a awesome day playing with the new Grim Reaper helmet. Goodbye.